Test, test, test. 1, 2, 3. One, two, three, test. I don't hear my sound.
We know you love.
1, 2, 3, test. Okay. I hear myself. I hear myself. I don't know if you guys can actually hear music at all, but alrighty, let's go ahead and do our repairs here. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Johnny, how's it going, bud? All right, let's go ahead and get some repairs done. Kind of fell behind yesterday, so I am here on a Sunday after church trying to get some repairs done. So we're gonna go ahead and do that now. I don't even know which one to start with, actually. I'm gonna start with the DS Lite, actually. This one should have been, I was almost done with it. All I needed was to replace the hinge, because the hinge itself was broken. How's everybody doing on a beautiful Sunday? Hopefully y'all are doing good. Hopefully y'all are doing pretty good. Can y'all hear me out there? Maybe, maybe not. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and replace this hinge real quick. Cool. And I think the customer case is actually broken. I think it's the case altogether. I don't think it was the hinge. Let me see. Where's the hinge at? Oh. Testing the customer's hinge real quick, because I don't think it was the hinge, honestly. No, it was not the hinge. It's the actual case itself. What's wrong? The customer's case here, the bottom, the top screen. Oh, can y'all see it right there? Top screen, the case itself is actually broken. which is why even with the new hinge, it's still gonna do the same thing. Let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and put the screws on real quick. Alright, we'll put the hinge on. With that case being broken, will it still? Yeah. That's a new hinge. It's still doing the same thing. The problem's not the hinge. He needs a replacement top screen. Well, not the screen, but the shell. Replacement top shell. Glad I came in today because I'm gonna need this shell to be here tomorrow. It'll be here in 2 days, actually. So yeah, we went ahead and ordered the exact same shell. It's OEM original. It'll be here in a couple of days. Alrighty, we're gonna have to put this one back. It's not the hinge. It's not the hinge, it's the actual shell, and I did not realize it was the shell. I thought it was a hinge. Because usually, 9 times out of 10, the issue is the actual hinge, not the top shell. For this one, we'll have to wait for parts still. And I don't have a shelf. Well, I do, but those are the ones we use for our products. All right, so we're gonna do a PlayStation. We got a PlayStation here. What is this? No power supply, maybe? We'll see. This thing has tape all over it. This PlayStation 5 has no power, and we're gonna work on this one right now. It is a customer's device that came in yesterday. No power. And let's see if we can figure out what's going on with it. Let's see if we can figure out what's going on with it. And this thing has tape all over it. It's gonna make it difficult to work on it unless we remove this tape. Guessing these lids just fall off. Or just move the tape to the side. What a better way, huh? Just put tape on it. If it doesn't stay, put tape on it. Things aren't even broken. They're not even broken. They can actually snap on. Why do they put tape? Same thing for this one? No, not the same thing. I'm just gonna remove this tape out of the way. Maybe they drop it all the time. Maybe they drop it all the time or something. I don't know. All right, let's go ahead and get this opened up real quick. I'm gonna test first. 12 volts. Make sure we got power on the power supply. We're gonna make sure we got 12 volts on power supply. This one, it's a PlayStation 5. It was brought in for no power. It's a PlayStation 5 Slim, digital edition. And we're just gonna validate and see what's going on with it. I don't know what's wrong with it besides that it has no power. Now every device we do get through here, it goes through the same process. We do clean along the way. It's not a cleaning service that we're performing, but we do clean along the way, and we do reapply liquid metal every time we open a PlayStation 5. And I don't know if you guys actually even hear me because of the sound of the vacuum may be louder than the sound of my voice. I have not been live and I don't know how long since the incident happened with my little boy. That was the last time I actually went live. Well, before that actually. And today it's my first day back. We're gonna see if we can start creating some more content for you guys. Oh, camera. We're gonna see if we can create some content for you guys as far as creating more repair videos and such. And being able to explain what we're doing as we're doing it. So right now, of course, what I'm doing is taking all the screws from this console. There's a warranty sticker that's there, and we're gonna remove that warranty sticker because there's a screw behind it. And we have to remove that screw in order to open this PlayStation 5. So, go ahead and remove all the screws. When tearing down a PlayStation 5, you do have to keep track as far as what screws goes where, because the screws are not all the same size. Some are bigger than others. So however you guys choose to keep track of them, do so. I've done hundreds, if not thousands of these already. So I know where each screw goes by memory. But however you guys want to plan it out and lay it out and know which screw goes where, again, I recommend keeping track because you've got some screws that are small, some that are bigger, some that are thinner. So however you choose to keep those together as far as knowing which screw goes where, that is definitely something you guys have to handle. I can't do that for you. I'm just showing you where the screws are. You got a screw there, here, there, and right there, and one underneath the warranty sticker. And of course you have the 4 screws for the fan. Those are also let me see. Those are also 3 different type screws. You got 2 of the small thin ones there, a small one, and a bigger one that goes there. So I have you guys again outline how the screws go. I'm not liable if you end up putting the wrong screw in the wrong hole and end up causing some sort of a long screw damage. It is up to you to keep track of that. And then here you've got a whole bunch of other screws. Now there is kind of some dust layer on top of that. I'm gonna go ahead and shop vac that real quick before we start unscrewing all the screws. And we are gonna go ahead and start unscrewing. And before we do that, let me check my live. Is my live actually on YouTube? It should be, but I want to confirm. It is on. Test, test, test. 1, 2, 3. Okay, cool. It is live. There is no music or sound going across to it. Because I am playing some music right now, and I'm showing it there. But I guess it's not going into my live. I don't know. It's okay. I guess it's best if there is no music going there, because if there was music, potentially it would ban it, close it, or something for guidelines or whatever, you know, due to playing music in the background. So it's okay if it's not there. So all you guys are hearing is nothing but silence unless I'm talking. I don't even know if that is good or bad, or maybe good for me, but bad for you guys, because you guys will probably get bored from all the silence. I did not check my audio or anything like that prior to going live, so I don't know if it's good audio or not as far as the way my sound's coming across. I just clicked live. I just didn't want to go through anything or validate anything today. Now, all of these screws I just took off from here all the way through here are the same, except for this last one I just took out right there. That one's a long one. But for this portion, all the other ones are the same size. All right, so before I take the clamp, first things first, what we're going to do, right here, this is where the power supply it plugs into. This motherboard plugs into the power supply. You should be able to get 12 volts off of this. So we're going to validate to see if we actually have 12 volts. Let's get our multimeter here, and we're going to validate we have 12 volts. So to be able to validate that, what we do is plug in our power cable to the power supply right there. And that should now be supplying 12 volts to this motherboard, meaning that if you press the power button, you should hear something, but we're not. So this one here is positive, and this other side is negative. How do I know that? There's a square literally right on this motherboard on this one. So that's how I know this is positive, and that's how I know this is negative. And we should be getting 12 volts, which we are. We're going 12.14. So I've got these negative, I've got this reversed, which is why it's showing negative 12 volts. But if we correct this here, in a red probe and the positive side, and then the black probe and ground, we should get positive 12 volts, 12.15 volts. So power supply is actually good. And there's still no power in this thing at all. Now, if this thing, we have had some storms here lately. If this was potentially hit by some sort of a storm, it is a possibility that our Southbridge chip is what's short circuit. But before I check my Southbridge chip, I'm going to drain any, I've unplugged the power cable. I'm going to drain any voltage that may still be there, because right now there's still some voltage there. And I'm just going to touch my positive and negative on the power side. We're going to see that get depleted real quick. We don't want to get any false readings or values off of this motherboard when we're testing our capacitors, fuses, and such. So one of the things I like to do is, audio is good, awesome, appreciate it, Panda. One of the things I like to do is drain this voltage that's on this. And one of the things I could do is remove the motherboard entirely off of the power supply. And you know what? I'll do that actually, so that I don't get any false readings of any sorts. So we'll remove this motherboard off of here. Let's remove this motherboard from here. And I'll plug our front USBs. I do like to use a prying tool when trying to lift this board. Where's my prying tool at? Here it is. Put a prying tool right in between, and then go around it, use the prying tool, and lift it. Then we're able to get this motherboard out. I try not to do it too much from one side, I just go around and lift it little by little. Alright, so we've tested power supply is good. So the power supply is not the issue here. Let's check voltage on this board to see if there's still any voltage potentially on this motherboard. We don't want, again, we don't want to get any sort of false values or alerts of any sort through our multimeter. Still got a few millivolts after removing the power supply. We're going to drain that real quick. I'm going to drain that, and that what we're going to do right afterwards is we're going to test the bit cap for the Southbridge chip. So if this was potentially struck by some sort of power surge of sorts, like lightning hit near that home, and the power surge came through, usually the Southbridge, which is this chip here, would be faulty. And where you would want to test, right here at the bottom, and there's a bit capacitor that's there. Black probe on ground, and I'm going to go into continuity mode, flash diode, and I'm going to test one end to see if it beeps. So it's beeping on the bottom side, like the top side. Top side's not beeping. Bottom is ground, top is not. That tells me the issue for this one potentially may not be, because there could be other areas that we can test as well. And it's not the Southbridge. Southbridge is giving me proper value, 0.5 volts. So, with that said, I'm going to go onto my microscope now, and we're going to validate each fuse. We're going to start with the fuses, and then we'll do capacitors. As far as your standard validation of components. So we've got a couple of fuses here. We got F7003, F7004, F3501. What else we got? F5401. Those are the only fuses. And then we got F75005. We got a few fuses here. Let's go ahead and change over to our proper scene as far as for our scope. And we're just gonna test fuses. All right, so this one's a bit confusing whenever you look at it. A bit confusing because you've got F7003 right there and it's pointing this way. However, the fuse is actually over here. So to test, there's two ways you can test. You can have black probe on ground and test each side and see if it beeps. If it beeps on ground, that means that short circuit, or you just make sure you have continuity between the actual fuse. If it beeps, that means it's good. End to end. End to end, if it beeps, is good. So this fuse is good. We got another fuse over here. Again, this one has just got a label. Has a label over here. It doesn't have an arrow, but we know this component here, because it has a T, is the actual fuse itself. So we're going to, okay, that fuse is good. What we want is one that's not good. All right, we got two fuses on this side. This side has F7002 and F7001. I believe these are the ones that actually go towards the optical drive. I don't think these are going to be bad, to be honest, but we're going to test them anyways. Well, not beeping. There we go, that one did beep now. Okay, that also beeped as well, which is good. Got another one over here, F3503. Okay, and F3501. So far, these fuses are good. Okay, F75, F5401. Sorry, 5401. It'll be this one here. That one's also good. I think that was the last one, to be honest. On this board, on this side of the motherboard. Oh, there's one more way over here. I almost skipped this one. Alright, so this one actually does have the arrow in the right spot. That fuse is also good. And the capacitor I was talking about for the south bridge is this one here. Has the capacitor. Black probe on ground. And this is ground here. This one should not be ground. And it's not. We're still getting the same value. Alright, let's turn this board around before we test capacitors on this side. And then we're going to check for fuses on this side as well. Although, I don't know if we're going to have any on this side. This is a different revision board. It's a newer revision. It's EDM, EDM 044. Just so y'all know. So this board, revision-wise, it's different. We do have one fuse down on this end that I am seeing. How do I know where the fuses are? A fuse is labeled with an F in front of it. So it'll have F plus the number. In this case, it's F3502 right there. And I don't see any other fuses on this side of the motherboard. So let's go ahead and check that fuse. You know, one thing I did fail to check is to see if maybe the issue is the power button. I think we got found a blown fuse over here, y'all. There's, oh, no, it did not. My thing just turned off. It turns off after some time. I was getting excited there for a minute, but nope, that fuse is good. Okay, and this is where we change tactics. Now what we're going to do is actually check our capacitors real quick to see if we find, or actually let's do a complete visual. I did fail to do that to see if we see anything blown, discolored. I do not see anything blown or discolored at the moment. No. Okay. That side looks good. Not seeing anything so far. Everything's looking good. I don't see any discoloration. I'm not seeing anything burnt, or signs of any sort of something being burnt. It's not a bug infested device. Usually those are easier to diagnose. Oh, everything looks good. Let me check the ports real quick. Make sure none of the ports are looking to be, uh, like broken. Maybe it's causing some sort of a short circuit ground. No, the port looks good. Hmm. Everything's looking good. All right, let's test components. We're still in diode mode, y'all. I'm gonna put black probe on ground. Literally, on one side should beep, the other side should not. Okay, no beep. Two point 4 volts out of this. $800 milliamps. Nothing. I am not finding anything here. thing that's in low impedance line. Okay, didn't find anything here on this side. Not a 12 volt short, although we are getting 2.5 volts inclining. That does seem a bit odd. Excuse me. Whoa, 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 whoa. Excuse me. Let me check these caps over here underneath the Wi-Fi chip. All right, give me a second, y'all. Give me a second. My wife was just calling me. All right, sorry about that, y'all. Wife is having some issues with my kid. My kid is not listening. All right, let's continue testing here. Is this type of stuff can be fun but it can be boring at the same time. Oh, we found something. Found something, y'all. This is ground. This is should not be. Oh, okay. I was touching that on accident. I thought I found something, but no. Never mind. I was making that improper contact. I was getting excited there for a minute. We're doing that section right now. I don't know if I've already done some of these. I probably already have. Okay, we're gonna go over here. Actually, it. There's no more. Let me remove this thermal putty real quick, just to check on the condition of these. I believe they're power regulators. Oh, come on. Let me grab a different tool here. Okay. Just check under the microscope real quick. Sometimes it's hitting and you can't see that it's some sort of a burnt, you know? No, you can't test the capacitors either. Nope, that's not what it is with this one. Just go ahead and put it back. So far, I'm not able to find anything wrong here, y'all. Everything seems to be checking out, to be honest. I have to pull up schematics and start actually validating values, because everything is checking out. Before I do that though, I'm gonna put this motherboard back in. You know what, before I do that, actually I'm gonna check, see if that was a true 12 volts coming out of this power supply. Went to voltage mode. Yes, 12.15. It is a true 12 volts. It could be this power board, potentially. I'm gonna end up having to go look for one right now. We're gonna try it one more time though. Alright, let's try this one more time without a clamp. Oh, it beeped. It actually beat. Okay, since it's giving me a single beat, I can actually get UART instead of doing all that. Do UART on this thing because that'll make it easier to know what's going on. Hopefully, it's not something AP related. Yes, it is. This is considered a dead console now. We're gonna find out though. Let's do UART real quick. Grab my wait, this is a 044 board, so the 2 dots I need to do, or the 4 dots, we have to do these 2 here, and then which one's ground? I don't. This test. Ground. This ground. Ground. About this ground. Go ahead and solder some wires to this board so we can get UART. I'm tinning right now. That's what we're going to solder to. And just so you can see where exactly I'm soldering to. Go ahead and put the scope there. Those are going to be the 3 pads we're going to solder to. And the way I've got this thing set up, we have RX, TX. So RX is red, TX is green, and my ground is brown. So my RX is red. My RX is red, and we're going to solder that to the very first pin. Just this one. This one's RX, based on the view that I am viewing here. And then TX is this one here. And then my ground is over here. Alrighty. And now what we need is to view our desktop. Can we view our desktop? I don't know. Maybe? Probably not, because I don't see it come up. Display settings, I don't see a third screen. I don't think we're going to be able to, y'all. I don't think we're going to be able to. Where's my controller here? No. Not be able to. It's okay. So I'm just gonna do it myself here and just get the reads. Get what the code is. All right, let's plug in our power cable. New extractor. And get a couple of beeps. I got one. Can I get an error? Oh, communication devices. Oh, Okay, I'm a dumbass. I forgot to plug in the device here to my computer. Of course, it's not going to read. There we go. Anything? No communication devices were found in the system. Please insert UART compatible device. There is a UART compatible device. Okay. There it is. USB device not recognized. Are you kidding me? Come on. Don't do this to me, baby. Don't do this to me. Like my wire may be no longer good. Grab another different wire. On the front. Got one. Alrighty, let's go ahead and plug this one in. Remove this one. This one, I believe I burnt it potentially with my hot iron. It has a burnt literally right on there. Maybe that's what's causing it not to work. I would assume so. We're going to use this one instead. Alrighty. Let's use this one. Let's hope it doesn't do the same thing. Still doing the same thing, y'all. Oh, it actually read it. Comms heaven. Cool, cool, cool. It read it, and then we got some error codes. Error code 8081001. Description: general power failure. GDDR6 APU Delta line short circuit. Description: Wi-Fi or Bluetooth problem. Power failure. Check Wi-Fi Bluetooth module code. From when removed. Power is off after 2 seconds. That's not what's going on here. I'm gonna copy this code real quick. I'm gonna put this in a customer's ticket. We're gonna put this in a customer's ticket real quick. So keep a log of it. Who's the customer? Okay. Alrighty. You saved it. Let's go ahead and clear those logs. Clear error codes, and then we're going to page number 1. Enter number what? Press plug port number. Okay. Let's clear it again. Okay, so we're cleared. There should not be nothing anymore. Alright, let me try powering on now that the logs have been cleared. Sometimes it beeps. There's nothing. It beeps. We should be able to get a log off of that now. Alright, error, general failure, power failure, GDDR6 APU data line short circuit. Description, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth problem. Could it be the Wi-Fi? Module, but no one's removed the Wi-Fi module. Yeah, I keep getting the same thing. Wi-Fi module, Wi-Fi module. So no, my module is removed. So the Wi-Fi Bluetooth module is underneath this here. I've checked capacitors on that, and I don't get any short circuits or any short capacitors off of that. I am getting 3.3 volts here. I am getting 3.3 volts on that one. 3.3 volts. 3.3 volts. 3.3 volts. 3.3 volts. All these capacitors that are underneath that Bluetooth module, Bluetooth/Wi-Fi module, they are good. Copy the error codes. Paste those. Copy those same ones. I'm gonna go ahead and remove all these here. Come on. Wake your ass up. Oh, hold on, I went to sleep. Alright, I'm gonna remove this real quick. Let me check the Wi-Fi module. We may end up just replacing it to see if in fact that's what it is, to be honest. I don't know if I have one. I need to check to see what model it is. Values, as far as values, underneath the Bluetooth module, which is here, everything is checking out, to be honest. So, which is why it confuses me. I don't think there's any components surrounding this here. No, there's not. This is what keeps throwing off an error code here. This module. Unless there's something wrong in that module. Let's go ahead and replace it. But before we do, let me see if I have a donor board I can remove it off of. Got a 033 board. Oh, no, don't fall. Ooh. Don't fall now. Do not fall. And boards are starting to fall down. Got a 040, which is close to the 044 model. Got a 0. What is this? A 044 model. I got a 044 here. Okay. I have a 044. Is it almost the same? This is a DF. Not. This one looks completely different. Same motherboard, different. It looks off, completely different. It is not the same. This is revision 1.5, this is 1.4. Nope. Same motherboard revision, but a different Wi-Fi module. This is definitely a completely different revision model of the motherboard, but do we have somewhat the same? A J20 H1. This is H104, H100. Let me see. What about this one? Model AW XM501. No. I'm wondering if the H100 would be close to the same revision. If it would be compatible. I'm gonna have to look that up because I don't know if it would be compatible or not. Let me check one more. This is an older revision motherboard, which is an EDM 020, which is an older revision. AWXM501, revision 1.1, 1.0, that's 1.4. What revision was that one? What version number or revision number was that one that EDM 033? Surely was this one? This one. 1.3. Alright, I got a few other motherboards. Let me go ahead and grab those real quick. Why do they have to make this so difficult? Revision 1.1. Already used that one up. I got the same model. Different revision, but same model. This is an EDM. I believe it's the same model. EDM 033. EDM 033. J20, J20H104. 7299. I don't know if that'll work. Maybe? 9299. Does it look smaller? I think it's smaller, maybe. I don't know. Let me desolder the one from my donor, and then we'll check to see if it's the same. I need to find a Wi-Fi chip that would work with the customer's device, just to see if maybe his Bluetooth module, Wi-Fi Bluetooth module, it's given out, which would be this one here. We're just gonna remove. This is the one from my donor board. We're gonna see if it's the same size. It looks. I don't know why it looks. Let's see. Do we have any plastic connectors? I'm about to put hot air up at the bottom. We do have plastic connectors. Damn. Do I care about these plastic connectors? This thing, they put plastic connectors on the bottom where the Wi-Fi chip is. It's gonna heat it up from the bottom, but this one has the antenna plugs right there, and it's got this ribbon cable for the lights, plastic connector. And I do tend to use these components every now and then as donors. My question is, do I care if I burn these? How many motherboards of these revision? I have several. I guess I don't care. This is a donor board, so I need this chip though. So let's go ahead and remove this. If I've missed anybody's comments, my apologies. Oh, I have no comments from no one actually. With 0 viewers, and we've been streaming for an hour. Well, the football game is on, so what do I expect? I expect people to watch me instead of football. Not American football, but you know, soccer. Oh, you guys aren't even seeing. What happened to my scope now? My scope not gonna work. There it is. I'm heating it up right now from the bottom. Go. Got the donor chip. Let that cool off real quick before I set it down. There's a Wi-Fi chip. What it consists of is a bunch of components inside it, and I don't want those components to shift. All right, let's go ahead and remove this donor board. Let's see what type of damage did we do. Oh wow! I would have thought that I would have melted these plastic components, and they did not melt. Wow, that is awesome. Oh, preserve those components somehow. Put a lot of heat, and they did not burn or melt. All right. So what I needed to do, the reason why I needed to take it off is I need to validate to see if that Wi-Fi chip is, although it's the same model, as you can see, it's J20H104. I need to make sure it's the same size. For whatever reason, while it was on that other one, it looked smaller, but no, it is the same size. Exactly the same size, actually. So we're gonna go ahead and pre-ball this chip here real quick. We're gonna remove that one and solder this one off, and then see if in fact this chip is what's causing this chip. This chip, by the way, here is the Wi-Fi Bluetooth module. We're gonna see if this is what's causing it to not boot. So you know what? We're gonna go ahead and remove this one real quick just to have it out the way. To do that, so we do have a lot of plastic components there. I'm just gonna add some flux all the way to around it. We're gonna put some heat. There's the same components are underneath that. I don't think we have any components on this side, so what I'm gonna do is push it this way, because I'm trying to remove it because I am not able to get underneath that chip, at least not with that, with those tweezers. Let me try a different tweezer whenever trying to remove it. I'm gonna try these. These are a bit thinner. Try to go underneath it whenever the solder loosens up. Gonna be a little bit crooked, and it's only because I need some space back here. Let me see, what components do we have underneath this that are plastic? Besides the Wi-Fi antenna, I think that's it. Yeah. Okay, cool. Oh, that scared the shit out of me. Who is that? Mr. Ruzzy. Mr. Ruzzy Rose, how's it going? Why can't I see the chat properly? Oh, that went away. Leo, welcome back. Appreciate it, Ruzzy Rose. Today's my first time actually coming back. Today is actually my first time coming back, man. I'm trying to come back slowly after my kid's incident. You know, I hadn't felt it to come back, so we're trying to ease our way into it again. Trying to ease our way into it again. I'm just gonna put something heavy on the backside instead of clamping my board down, so that this thing allows me to remove the Wi-Fi module. Trying to ease my way into coming back into streaming and or just doing videos again. Yeah, man, how's it going, man? I saw your video earlier today. Looks like you were playing with not your kids, but you know, well, you call them your kids, your goats. My father-in-law, they have a huge, I don't know how many acres, but they have several acres of land, and they've got animals. Some of those animals are goats. They love their goats. They actually breed them and eat them. Come on. Come on, Wi-Fi module. I know you don't want to come out, but you have to. There it is. This thing. There we go. Alright, we got the Wi-Fi module off. But we got some of that flux actually went down that way. We need to clean that flux out. Let's clean this area. We're gonna prep this area as well. Might as well prep it. Doing good, man. I hope things are getting better for you and your family. Yeah. The fur babies. They're fun, yeah. Well, I'm not much of a, that's just me being truthful. I'm not very much of an animal person. Not much of an animal person. I tried having pets. But I don't know. One of those things where I just don't have the time and or the patience, and they do require a lot of time and patience. And that's one thing I do not have. You gotta treat animals like they were human unless you're about to slaughter them to eat them. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and remove the old solder off of this. But yeah, as far as my family getting better, we're getting there. My little boy, he is still, I don't know why the messages aren't coming across very well. Why is that? Chat box. It's not. Let's see. Going on with, do I have filters? I have no filters at all. Properties. I do have it with. Could it be the custom CS? Old custom CS maybe? Maybe that's what it was. Yeah, they do. They're more my wife's hobby, but it's a group effort to raise them. Okay, cool. These are dairy goats, so we raise them for milk. Oh, That's awesome. Raising for milk. I'd be raising cows instead of goats though, for milk. We don't have meat goats right now. Your mic sounds muffled. You have a... Yeah, I do have the fume extractor on right now. Let me finish this real quick and I'll turn off the fume extractor. I do have my fume extractor on. What I'm doing is adding a little bit of low milk here so that I can easily remove. You don't have that much land for a cow. Yeah. No, yeah, my father-in-law, I don't think he has any cows for milk. But he does have goats for meat, though. Not, you know, there are practically males, and the females, he keeps maybe one or two to breed them, and he sells the rest of the females. He only keeps the males for meat purposes. He doesn't, you know, he doesn't keep them for milk. At least I think he doesn't. I don't know if they do get milk. Maybe they do. Who knows? I never really asked. Again, I'm not a farm person. I'm not one that, you know, that likes animals, so I never really ask about animals. Alright. That one's done. I'll turn off my fume extractor, that way it doesn't sound muffled. And I need to fix this line. Why? I removed whatever the CSS custom script. I hadn't gone live and I didn't validate any of my stuff. So I assumed everything was still working the way it was the last time I used this. So I just went live and that's it. No validation whatsoever. I just decided, you know what? Let me break the ice by just going live. Alright, so this is ready and prepped for me to solder the new Wi-Fi chip on here. So with that said, the Wi-Fi chip, we need to reball this thing. It's gonna be the Wi-Fi chip here. And we do need to reball it. So let me grab my reball station real quick so that we can get that done. Where is my reball? Huh. Okay. Okay. Why not have it anymore? I haven't done a reball in I'm not sure how long, to be honest, and a lot of my tools and stuff I need to organize my shit. That's what I need to do. Literally, I need to organize. Because I've got things all over the place and I'm getting frustrated of things going missing. And then I blame my kids or my employees. And it may not even be them. It may be me misplacing things. Literally. And I got a bunch of water bottles over here. Just throw those water bottles out the way. Where are you? We're gonna have to do this without a reball station. Actually, I'll use this. I feel the struggle. It's a never-ending organization. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Definitely a never-ending organization, because when I put up my tools, then I have to use it again. So sometimes I just leave them on my desk because I'm going to end up using them again. I'm like, why am I putting my tools up when I'm just going to use it on the next repair potentially? But I do need to get organized, though. I do need to get organized. I need to find that thing, because that's my chip holder. Not this one. This one's too small. Where is it? Seriously. Seriously. What did I do with it? It's got to be somewhere around here. There has to be. Has to be. This is the only place where it would be, here or on my workbench. It shouldn't be anywhere else. Alright, I'm gonna change the scene right here real quick. That way you guys can see me a lot better while I find this damn chip holder. Basically, it's what it is. For me to be able to put my chip on there, and it holds it in place so it doesn't move while I'm trying to reball it. Yeah, I need to. Yeah, this requires. It does not belong here. Where are you? Dirty cloth does not belong here. That goes in the dirty cloth piles. Got some dirty gloves. Multimeter tools for a laser. That's trash. Okay. These are the PSPs that I was going to work on, and I did not get a chance to. Let's move these out the way real quick. I'm getting fed up of having a mess here, so I just want to do a little bit of organization real quick. It shouldn't take me long. Maybe I'll see what I'm looking for, but no, I don't see it at all. I am not seeing it. Not here. Not here. I would have seen it by now. Okay. Nope. Seriously? It's gone. It is gone. In here. Where is it, man? Ooh, okay. I am, oh, bro, found it. Literally, gonna go nuts looking for this thing. This thing was right in front of me. Right in front of me, and I couldn't see it. What kind of shit is that, man? Oof. Okay. Sorry, y'all. My Femix track is coming back on, so I can get this done real quick. We're going to reball this Wi-Fi chip so we can solder it back onto that board. Well, not solder it back on, but this is a new chip that we're going to reball. First things first, we're gonna add some low melt so that we can remove the old leaded free solder that's on here. Okay, and now let's proceed. We're going to proceed with removing these solder balls. One ask, why do you do that? Why do you add low melt? Why do you add solder and then remove it? We want to remove the old solder, and we do not want the patch to tear while doing so. Just while we add low melt. Okay. Let's run it one more time. Make sure we get it all. Alrighty. Alright. Okay, let's go ahead and clean this chip. Remove the old flux. Because if you don't give it flux, who will? Gotta make sure we give it some flux. Alright. That is perfect. Let's grab some of our big solder balls. Let's grab some of our big balls. We need some big balls for this, okay? We need some big balls. I've got some balls. So we're going to see which ones are the biggest ones I have. I believe it's going to be these over here, maybe. Nope. I got this. These are 0.6. Nope. 0.5. We know that's lower. 0.55 is low. 3, 4. 0.6 is what I have here. 0.45. 0.3. 0.5. 7.6. Okay, cool. I think 7.6 is the biggest ones I've got. Yep. 0.76 are the big ones I have. Alright, I may end up having to use 2. Actually, hold on. Hold on. We're gonna give it a small layer of flux. Okay. Small layer of flux. Let's test. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm gonna have to put 2. 2 per, 2 per pad. I don't have a stencil for the Wi-Fi chip. I should buy one. There's not that many pads, so I don't see a reason why to get them, to be honest. I should finish this in like maybe 2-3 minutes. 5 max. Maybe less. A lot less, maybe. Turn off my fume extractor so that I don't sound muffled. I know that's one of the things that I was told to me, that I sound muffled whenever my fume extractor is on, so we're gonna turn it off for now. Nothing like a good old Henry ball. Exactly. Yeah, you know what? Some people hate it. I personally like it because it puts me in my mindset, my thoughts. I start thinking. Sometimes it does get frustrating and whatnot, but overall, I don't mind it. I think I mind it only when it's like hundreds and hundreds of pads. I prefer waiting until I get the stencil for it. But otherwise, something like this, I don't mind it at all. Something like this, I do not mind it. I love it. Start thinking thoughts like, what am I doing here? Am I wasting my life? No, it gets you to start thinking. I'm just playing. I don't think like that. No, I love doing this. I will not be doing this as a profession and not get paid for it. The business makes money. I don't make money. The business does. I don't get a paycheck from the business. Not yet, at least. We will, and I will in the future. But right now, I'm not. So I literally do this because I have a passion for it, or else I would not be doing this at all. No, this is a small chip. Not that bad. Yeah, it's not that bad. It's pretty small. The Wi-Fi chip. Pretty small to do compared to others. Like I said, I don't mind doing this chip. This chip I do not mind doing. I should be done in like maybe a minute, maybe less than a minute right now. I should be done here shortly. All right, now to make sure there's just two per pad. And it looks like there is just two per pad. I don't see any more than two per pad, so this should be perfect. All right, let's go ahead and get our airflow here. I'm gonna do it at 915 degrees Fahrenheit, and then we're gonna do 60% to airflow, and then we're going to slowly heat this up. Let's make sure that none of these solder balls shift. Let me lower the airflow a little bit. Let's do 45%. I need to make sure that they don't move. Oh, I think maybe too much flux. All right, let me not move it too much because they're moving. May have added too much flux. Let me lower the airflow a little bit. 30%. I just need them to get hot, melt, without them moving too much. Don't move. Stay. Oh. Come on. Merge. 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 Oh no, this one merged with that one. There we go. Managed to catch it in time. I think they merged. Now I can add a little bit of flux to this and raise my heat. Okay. Got it at 80% now, and let's evenly spread the heat. Perfect. Perfect. This is what I like to see. Okay. I'll let that cool off real quick, and then we'll solder it onto the chip, to the motherboard. I mean, as this is what it looks like. Perfect solder balls. Perfect balls. It is a beauty. Telling you. That's what I like seeing. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful balls. Okay, let's go ahead, and these balls should now be hardened. Yep, they are. Let's clean our old flux. Drive by. I don't get to see the emojis. I do not get to see the emojis. Again, I haven't updated my OBS. I need to find a better chat bot. I don't know what bot people be using now that actually shows emojis and stuff. I'm using the defaults that comes with Streamlabs OBS, which does not show any of the emojis for whatever reason. I tried using the streamer bot, I believe that's what it's called, but I didn't have a lot of time to indulge into it or divulge into it so that I can get the profile set up. Unless you guys are willing to share y'all's profile. Ace console repair drive-by. All right, let's go ahead and solder this on. Okay, the space is right there, so it goes like this. Appreciate you stopping by, Mr. Console Repair, Ace Console Repair. All right, I believe we got it. It's not moving. Let's go ahead and I actually forgot. Put a little bit of flux on this. Not a lot. Just a little bit. A small layer of flux. So that it checks on for now. Number one, right up there, top right, top left corner. Okay, that's good. We're gonna heat this up from the bottom, not from the top. I don't want the top plate to shift from the Wi-Fi chip, so I'm just gonna heat it up from the bottom. Now, it's fine, Ace. Just give you a middle finger. That's hilarious. I thought he'd do that. You guys be watching the y'all call it football, we call it soccer. We call it soccer, you guys call it football. World Cup. I think they're playing right now. Playing here, hometown actually, in Arlington. Arlington, Texas. I'm not a huge soccer like a sports watcher or whatever you call it. Who y'all think is gonna take it all the way though? I think it's gonna be the US, Canada, Argentina. Who do y'all think is gonna win? You just shift it. Cool, that is soldered on. No, I haven't been keeping up on it. I watch too much repair content. Same here. I haven't been keeping up with it either. I'll be honest with you. On top, well, main reason why I haven't been able to keeping up with it is because it requires for me to enroll into another subscription-based app of sorts to be able to watch it. I don't have any cable. And I'm not gonna be paying for cable. Anytime I want to watch something, I watch either Netflix, Hulu. We've watched some Disney, like The Punisher and stuff. If I'm ever in the mood, and of course I watch a lot of Crunchyroll. because I love watching anime. But in order for me to watch football, they require for me to enroll into a completely new. It's called Fubo or something like that, some sort of app or Fox. They want me to pay $19.99 monthly for a subscription. Screw that. If the subscription's more than $3, I'm not joining. So that's why I haven't been keeping up with it. All right, y'all, I'm gonna let this cool off real quick. And then we're gonna put the board onto the chassis with the hopes that that is going to fix our issue. So the reason why we went ahead and replaced the Wi-Fi module is the error codes we were getting off of UART was, well, it was 2 error codes. One of those was general power failure, peripherals, APU, data line short circuit, which was error code 808.1000001. However, it threw 3 other error codes after that saying Wi-Fi or Bluetooth problem or power failure. Check Wi-Fi, Bluetooth module, code thrown when module was removed. However, the module was still there. It had never been removed. I don't know why I kept throwing those error codes. So I threw that error code 3 times. So I'm assuming potentially this is an educated guess. Because I don't have a way of testing the Bluetooth modules outside of checking the capacitors underneath it, which I checked, and they were all giving me proper voltages. So outside of that, I didn't have any other way of being able to test this Bluetooth Wi-Fi module, so which is why I'm saying this is an educated guess as far as based on the error codes. Maybe it is the Bluetooth module, which were replaced with the same model, different revision. The revision was 1.4 from this board. The board I had was 1.1, but it's the same model Wi-Fi module. So with that said, this thing should be cooling off. It's still a bit warm, so I'm gonna let that cool off a little bit more, and then we will test to see if it boots up. And while we do that, let's plug in our UART one more time. We're gonna plug in our UART one more time so that we can get logs off of it in case it doesn't boot. Wake up. UART plugged in. All right, let's see. Is it still warm here? Nope. Cooled off a little bit. Cooled off more than enough. Power cable's plugged in. What will it do? I don't know. We're gonna find out together, actually. Let me clear my error log first. Error log. Oh, it's not communicating again. Okay. There it is, COM1. Okay, let's clear that up. Okay. Make sure there's no error logs, and there's none. Cool. All right, let's see what it does. Oh, I see light. I am seeing light. I don't have a clamp on, so I'm gonna hold this down real quick. And I did not plug in the HDMI cable. Okay, HDMI cable plugged in. Can we? I don't know if we're gonna be able to see this, but we're gonna try it anyways. What? Will it display? Will it display? anything on the TV. No, on the TV maybe, but not on the on my. Oh. Am I seeing the PlayStation logo? Yes, I am. That is the sound of success, of money. Money, money, money. Money, money. We got a white light. Yes, we do. All right, let me turn this off because I don't have the clamp on. That is a successful repair. I love Crunchyroll myself, man. Literally, I don't mind paying for Crunchyroll. I literally stay on Crunchyroll. I literally stay on Crunchyroll watching anime sometimes at nights when I know I have to work the next day for hours, just watching an entire season all at once. All right, y'all. So this one's done. Let me go ahead and reapply the liquid metal, and we'll put this one back together, and this one, we'll call it a repair. First, we'll have to do some testing. But with every device, if you are a repair shop out there, and I'm only saying this because we had a few repairs last week that came through for overheating reasons, and because they took their device to a place, and I don't want to mention names to a business because I don't like putting businesses down in any way, shape, or form. However, if they continue to do the same thing, I'm a fucking, and I'm sorry for cussing, okay? And stuff like that pisses me off. If you are a repair shop and you're offering services, repair services that is, and this is not towards anyone that's professional and does the job they're supposed to do. This is for those technicians that are offering services and they're doing it the lazy way. PlayStation 5's, always after you open it up, reapply that liquid metal. If you don't, you see those areas, those are dry spots, literally dry spots, potentially in the same spot in the APU and the heatsink, that is. It doesn't take you but a minute, maybe less than that, to just grab literally just a cotton swab, apply some IPA on that cotton swab, clean it up. There potentially may be some oxidation on the actual APU as well as the heatsink. And I'm saying this because this will become a video that I will edit and upload to my YouTube, so which is why I'm iterating this. But just clean the APU, do the same with the heatsink. I'll grab the other end of this one that does not have any sort of oxidation, and then I scoop up using the cotton swab with some IPA. I'll literally just scoop up that liquid metal, push it back on the APU. It's on there in a little tiny ball. What do you do next? You grab another cotton swab. Do not apply alcohol, just a dry cotton swab. And just slowly, you'll start hearing some sort of squeaky sound. That means it's adhering to the APU, just like it is now. And just spread it evenly on the APU. It's not that difficult. Literally. Spread it all across this APU. Just evenly spread. Guess what? Now you didn't even have to add any additional liquid metal. It's reapplied, and that thing, it's evenly spread. There's no dry spots. It doesn't take a genius to figure that out. Same thing with the heatsink. Just use a cotton swab. Apply some IPA, 99.9%. Don't use that 70% crap. It dries up quicker when you use 99.9% isopropyl alcohol. And just scoop it up. You can use the same end. Scoop it up. I've cleaned it up already. As you can see, it is clean. On there, it's clean, and it's all in a little tiny ball. I'm gonna reapply a little bit more alcohol just to make sure there's none over here left, and then just push it back onto the heatsink. What do we do again? Grab a dry one. Do not apply alcohol. Get a dry one and reapply it. It's not that hard. You start hearing some squeaky sounds. That just means it's adhering to the actual heatsink, to the metal portion of the heatsink. And again, it's not that difficult, and voila. It's like magic, right? Now you've got a properly applied liquid metal on the heatsink, properly applied liquid metal on the APU. We can go ahead and put it back together. It took me less than a minute, I believe. I don't even know how long it actually took me. But there you go. And now we start to put it back together. So if you offer cleaning services, HDMI repairs, whatever type of service you offer for PlayStation 5, please, don't be lazy. Reapply that liquid metal. And that's the end of my rant. All right, let's go ahead and continue working. Did your mic change? Sounds a bit distant. No, it didn't change. I can raise the volume. Does it sound any different now? I didn't change the position. It's been in the same spot. Does it still sound distant? Right now my mic is crap. I'm going to invest, I think, this month into a microphone. Because my microphone, I've been having audio issues for the longest since I tried streaming, and I gave up messing with it, to be honest. But I am going to have to make investment on actual audio equipment so that I have professional audio. I'm going to start looking into it today. There's a small echo? I don't know why. There's a small echo. Where's the echo coming? I don't have the stream opened up anywhere else. Here. I have it open. I have my OBS open, but that shows me my stream itself. I don't see where my audio is coming across on any other channel. Use a DJI mic mini. It's not bad on price. Sounds decent. I'm gonna have to look into it, man. So I originally started using these Rode, but the battery on them died quickly. So then I bought a second pair, which is right here. Well, that's the other end. I bought a second pair, and then people were complaining that the audio was coming across very, very weird. Rode Wireless Go. So then I ended up buying one. It's called APL-OMB. I don't know what they are, but then I bought this, which is a microphone that's hardwired, not wirelessly, and then it goes into my, put it under my shirt, put it on my shirt. And apparently the audio on that is also crap. So I don't know. Maybe I'm just not good with audio, to be honest. Audio has always been my weakness. Audio has always been my weakness. But guess what? We got AI now. Let's see if the AI can help me figure it out. We get AI to help me with my audio issues. I want to get a perfect audio. The funny part, well, not funny, but the bad part is, not bad, but the odd part is, at home I have good audio whenever I used to stream for gaming purposes, but I did have an expensive microphone though. I did have an expensive microphone. Who knows? Maybe I need to get me a better microphone. Oh, I'll definitely order the DJI. I'll try that one to see if maybe that's what it is. It could be. It could be that I have some shitty mics. If you do long streams, I would say get the receiver DJI. Okay. There's a mic, so you can swap it if it dies. But I did a 6-hour stream last night. Huh. I'm gonna have to get that one. 6 hours, that's pretty long. Usually that's how long my streams are as well. Well, no, they're usually 2 to 3 hours. 2 to 3 hours long, so it being on for 6 hours. It being on and didn't die for 6 hours, that's good actually. That is good. I'm gonna have to look into that. I am definitely gonna look into that today. Probably order on Amazon to see if I can get it delivered sometime this week coming up. But I've heard good things about Rhodes mics. Crazy to hear. It didn't sound good. Yeah, it didn't sound good. It died quickly. I think it only lasted about an hour, hour and a half. An hour, hour and a half at best. And then it would die, and then I'd have to replace it with another one. Batteries did not last on those roads. And people were complaining that they had sorry audio, so that's why I stopped using them. Cool. But that done. Let's put this over. Cool. Let's go ahead and put this back together. This one's ready. Ready and ready to mingle. This one's ready to go. I don't know why they had tape on this one at the beginning. Well, maybe because this one doesn't lock in place. Oh, I see. I see why they had. That one right here is broken. That one's broken. We're gonna have to put some tape ourselves. Oh, maybe use the same tape they had. I don't think I have. I have clear tape. I'm gonna have to put clear tape for him. I don't have a plate I can stitch it with, so I'm gonna just use a bit of clear tape for him. Make sure it stays in place. Well, you know what? I'll put the tape right afterwards. Let me put these other plates down first. Okay, that one locked in place. It's just this one that's not locking in place. Well, both bottom ones are the ones that are broken. He had tape on them originally. I took the tape off thinking, no, they're not broken. They just didn't know how to put them on. But no, they're actually broken. So what I'm doing is just adding clear tape. They were using some other type of tape. They were using this type of tape. I took that off and I'm putting some clear tape. Yes, it looks ghetto. I don't have any face plates I could give them, or else I would. I don't have any face plates, especially for digital. I may have some for disc, not for disc. However, let's go ahead and test this again one more time. Make sure this is going to work. Okay. Let's see here. Blew a shot. Surely no. No, I'm not gonna do that. No, I'm not gonna do it. Knowing these people, they've already broken once, they're gonna break it again. More than likely, next time it's gonna be an HDMI port repair. All right, firing on. I see the white light. We should see the PlayStation logo. There it is, and it's still working. Now, the only thing I'm concerned about, which is something we're gonna have to test on Monday, is if they received some sort of a power surge of sorts. It is a possibility that it could have affected something else as far as whenever they try to launch a game. It shuts down after some time. I've had one where I replaced the Wi-Fi module due to a power surge. It worked in the sense that it powered on, it displayed and everything. However, they took it home with them, and then it started randomly shutting down as they were launching a game. As a matter of fact, let's test that right now. It's not like I have customers waiting on me, so today there is no customers. Plug in the network real quick. Let me grab my controller and let's see what type of games this customer has. Let's see what type of games this customer has. And, you know, hopefully they have some COD or something. Bluetooth is, USB is working. I guess we'll do Fortnite. I suck at it, but we're gonna connect to our LAN. Is the sound for the game coming across? I don't know if it is. Yes, it is. I want to make sure it's not coming across too loud. Yes, the sound is coming across too loud. How do I select 0 build? I want to do Battle Royale, but I want to do 0 build though. Is this going to be 0 build? I don't know. Zero build, that's what I want. Is there a 0 build? There it is. What just happened? I just selected a 0 build. I don't like the building. I don't like to build in this thing. I'm too slow. Fortnite is not a, what is this? What the hell is this? It's not. I have no idea what the hell I'm playing here. I don't know what I'm doing here, y'all. Let me back out of this. All right, bud. I gotta go show some support to the new streamer. Share me the channel. That way I can go over there as well. I'm almost done here with my stream, so I'll probably stop by. Appreciate you stopping by. Thank you, Rosie Rose. Definitely be stopping at your streams, bud. I try to go whenever you're live, but sometimes I'm at work and it makes it difficult for me to join while I'm at work. So I'll do my best to be there for you, bud. All right. Appreciate you stopping by. DK Electronics. I'll definitely go over there and look them up here in a little bit. Matter of fact, I'm gonna look them up right now. I was almost dead. I was almost dead. Almost dead. Let's see if we can get some shells. Some of these people just suck. Because I suck. I'll be honest with you. I suck at these games. And for me to still be alive, I gotta tell you, these people suck even more. These people suck even more. Oh, man. Oh, that's hilarious. Oh, man. I'm just fucking laughing because I suck ass. And if I'm able to kill these guys, yeah, these guys suck even more. The hell is this? Oh, snap. I'm hearing shots somewhere around here. I don't know where they're at. Oh, snap. Where from? Yeah. Oh, I almost had him too. All right. He got me. But it's working. It is working. We need to do the next repair though. Next repair. Next repair. Let me see. What is the next repair? Let me turn this thing off. We'll close out the ticket for this one and then start the next one. Let's close out the tickets. All right, that ticket's done and over with. Let's go ahead and go to the next repair. Next repair, Josue Garcia. That's a PSP 2000. That one I won't be able to look into it next week. The 3DS XL. That one's in progress. However, that one's a bit more complex. I need something I can like finish now. PlayStation 5, the Switch actually. The Switch. That one's back here. That one's already done. I needed to validate and make sure that it actually detected the battery just fine without problems. 80%. Yeah, this one's perfect actually. I'll leave it charging for the customer. It is charging as well. That's just done and over with. I didn't do anything to it. We did the repair. We're gonna go ahead and close it. Okay. What was that other one? 120, PlayStation 5, Jonathan, stuck in safe mode. Alright, so we do have a PlayStation 5 that's stuck in safe mode, but we got another PlayStation 5. Matt, that one's no display. And then we got a tough diagnostics, but what's wrong with it though? They put notes. It's the diagnostics. Diagnostics without telling me what's wrong with it. What exactly am I diagnosing on it? Okay. They didn't say what's wrong with it though. That shit was bad. They did not say what is wrong with this laptop. Let me see if I can get a proper power cable for that. Okay. Plugged in. I see it charging. It's charging. It's powering on. I'll see that there's power on the laptop. Oh, it's shut down. Did they spill something on here? I think they did spill something on it. It turns on, but then shuts off. Maybe. Hold on. We'll give it a couple of minutes here. Still on. I'm getting activity for the drive, but it's not displaying anything. I hear sound. Could it just be a broken screen? Let's see if I can get some sort of signal on the TV. Seeing it on the TV. There's nothing on the screen here on the LCD. I think they have a broken screen. You can see I'm seeing everything here on the TV. So this thing is powering on just fine. There's nothing on. And this thing stays on too. All right, let me power it on. Let me open it up real quick. Let me look at the connection for the for the display. Just want to make sure the display, nothing's been messed with. Somebody opening it up and forgot to potentially plug in the actual screen, because that sometime has happened. This laptop, I think, was made by the Umbrella Corporation. See all the symbols right there? The Umbrella Corporation made this laptop. Alrighty. Alrighty. So they did have some sort of spillage here. You can actually tell right away that there was something spilt in here. Now the area I want to concentrate on, looks like we've got some spillage there in that area. This is the ribbon cable for the display. And this is the display. Before I touch that though, let me unplug this battery. I do not want there to be sort of a short circuit. Let's look underneath the thing. Let's see what we see. Let's see what we Someone's messed with this already. I do see some liquid, something spilt here. Or was it hardened? I don't think that's flux. This connector looks good. I don't see anything wrong with the connector. This thing is turning on, it's displaying fine via HDMI, but not outside. Oh, could this be causing some sort of a short circuit for them? Whatever the hell they spilt, it hardened. Something sugary. Order water. Do you charge to repair a 3DS? Do I charge? Yes, we charge to repair 3DS. We are a repair shop, so we have to charge for our time. Unfortunately, our time usually it's not free. And it's not just the time, of course, the time, the knowledge, experience. So yes, we do charge for our services. Whatever they spelt here, I don't know what it was, but that was it touching entirely. Maybe I have some other areas that it also means how much. Oh, how do you charge to repair? Oh, how much? I'm sorry, I read the HM as a kind of like an acronym of instead of how much, because it's not spelled fully. I'm not good with the new language nowadays, how people don't spell the entire word. But as far as how much, it depends on what exactly we're repairing. It depends on how much we not depends on how much, but it depends on, of course, parts costs and stuff like that, and our labor together. So it varies based on the problem. If you can tell me a little bit of what's going on with your 3DS, I can tell you how much we would charge you. That's the charging port area. I'm wondering if there's other areas over here that potentially. I don't see anything else. All I saw, that's one small area. I don't see anything else. Oh, hold on. Here? No, that's good. What about back here? No, that's just dirt. USB-C install mod. for a full shelf swap will cost you roughly 180 on the 3DS. It's too cumbersome of a job, especially with the top screen. Hardly any repair jobs want to deal with any sort of top screen repairs. We do it. We take the liability, but we do charge 180 for it. Because top screen, although it's not being replaced, but having to mess with it in general, it's susceptible to potentially getting a screen replacement, because those ribbon cables for the top screens are not fun to play or to mess with in general, and they are easily they can easily tear. For labor, if included, I'm looking for a wholesale store to do it. Yeah, 180 for a shelf swap. That's how much we charge for a shelf swap, because that top screen is insane to work with on the 3DS model. And if you can find cheaper, I'd recommend going where it's cheaper, but that is what we would charge, because again, like I said, top screen replacement it's too difficult to mess with, man. Way too difficult. I can't seem to find anything else on this motherboard except for that area that I scraped off whatever was built on it. I believe that was maybe causing some sort of a short circuit. This area here, potentially. That area is the only area. That area is the only area, and over here as well. But I cleaned that off. This area was completely covered though, in whatever that was. And whatever that was. There's still a little bit there though. But it's no longer bridging. There we go. Well, let's see what it does now. Actually, I'll plug this in. The battery, that is. Let's try this thing on. This thing does need a cleaning though. I'm going to clean this thing if we get it to get the screen to display, that is. It may need just a screen replacement. Because I don't know if they actually broke the screen. I turned off. Oh, it's just rebooting. Yeah, sorry, it is 180. It is 180, it's what we charge. Yeah, this is a screen replacement. They must have broke the actual screen itself. Because this thing is powering on. It's just not displaying to the screen. I need to order a screen for this thing. This is a Asus TUF 706. Screen replacement. It is a 706 HEV. IU, not H. Hey. All right, let me call the customer real quick. And I'll inform them of what the cost would be to get this computer fixed. 812. Almost dropped the headset thingy. We're gonna leave that open. We need the customer's approval to proceed with the screen replacement as is additional. On that one, we got this one safe mode. We got mats. I guess I'll try the safe mode temporarily. If we're not able to fix it pretty quick, then we will call it a day and then head out. Head out for the evening. I need to go rest because tomorrow I do have a long day. Another long week actually. Let me grab the controller again. What? This thing was stuck in safe mode previously. I don't get it. Was this the one that was stuck in safe mode? It doesn't need an update? Maybe? Okay. All right, I was updating and then something went wrong. Come on. What? I cannot detect the drive. So that means this thing's been open before. This thing's been open before, so that means something with the optical drive. Although it's beeping. Optical drive is beeping. Let's open it up real quick. Let's see what's going on with this optical drive. I do see the warranty sticker's been removed. Bro, what's up with this shit right here? Y'all see that? Optical drive, not even plugged in. Did we do this repair or who did this repair? Is this one of our repairs? Let's see here. Well, it's our repair now, but I wonder if they took it somewhere else and Jonathan Volins, yeah, fucking safe mode. How many repairs has he brought it into us before? Or is this his first time? No, this is the first time with us. Never brought it into us before. Whomever worked on it before just forgot to plug in the damn. And before this thing breaks, this thing needs to go behind here. All right, we're gonna leave it like this. I'm gonna try to go through that update again. Okay. Try this again. Come on, come on, come on. That should complete this time around. Bill. Still the same error code? 01318. Console. Paired with the failed update. Okay. Oh, it's even though that ribbon cable still did the same thing. Okay, so I see what's going on here. Let's check the ribbon cables. Maybe the ribbon cables are faulty. Maybe the ribbon cables are faulty. I don't know. Let's check the ribbon cables. Let's plug this. Oh, not even plugged in all the way. Come on, man. That wasn't even plugged in all the way there. I wonder if they replaced the optical drive and they forgot to swap the daughter board. That could be a possibility as well. I need to call the customer and find out. We're gonna try one more time though. That other cable was not seated all the way. It was just sticking out. I'm gonna try this one more time, and if this doesn't work, I'm gonna call the customer real quick and find out if they potentially replaced that optical drive. And if they have the original one, that'd be awesome. Hopefully they didn't throw it away. If they did swap out the The optical drive, that is. Come on. What up? Update using the internet. Did they plug in the internet? Try this again. Update. Oh, it's installing. It's installing. Oh, there we go. Will it complete though? Or is it gonna fail? Oh, it completed. Alrighty, that's actually what the problem was. That one cable was not seated all the way. Be rebooting here. Or is this where it would fail? Because I remember seeing this. There we go. So it was definitely that someone went in there and fiddled with the ribbon cables and such. One of them, of course, two of them. Two of the ribbon cables were not. One not plugged in at all. The other one was just laying on top of it. So now this thing is working. Cool. So I'll go in here and try to make sure that there's no more updates that are needed. Up to date. There we go. This is done. Easy fix. This was an easy fix. We didn't have to do much to it. Gonna let this thing turn off, put it back together, and I think I'm gonna call it a day right here, y'all. That'll be it for the repairs today. this will be it for the repairs today. I don't think I have one more, but that one's gonna wait till tomorrow. Because that one more than likely is gonna require a lot, and I mean a lot more work, because it came from another repair shop. And usually when we get sent stuff from another repair shop, it's because something went wrong. Something went wrong on their end, or maybe the customer brought it into them already with potentially torn traces or something along those lines, making it impossible to repair. So then they send it to us to repair, because we give them a 30% discount to repair that device on top of, well, our repair cost minus 30%. So, which that may end up changing here soon, because we spend a lot of time doing all these trace repairs with 30% discount. That's just not feasible for us sometimes. So, but I completely understand shops need to make their own money. Now, if they send us 10 or more devices a month period, then that would be adequate, where we would give them 30% after the 10th. But we'll see what happens. For now, we've grandfathered a couple of repair shops, actually, that a local one and one other one that mails in their devices to us into the 30%, meaning that if no matter the number they bring it to us, we repair it for them and give them a 30% discount, except for parts. Of course, parts they pay full price, because I'm not paying 100% for parts. Make sure they pay for them. All right, this one's done. Let's put the warranty sticker on. And I think this thing fell. And this is done. I think this was just safe mode repair. I don't think there was anything else on it. Sorry about that, y'all. I forgot to change the scene here. I'm just putting this one back. Safe mode repair. This one. Okay. Yep. Just the safe mode. Let me just make sure it's still going to work. Alrighty. Turn this thing off. Power it on. It's still just playing normally. And I believe that is it. Let me look at my other tickets to make sure. We're all caught up. We got the host web one. We got Edwin, that's 3DS XL. And then we got Matt's. But otherwise, everything else we're waiting parts on. That is it, y'all. That is it. All right. So the only other thing I got is, I have some repairs, not repairs themselves, that were purchased. That's in the wheel. We were gonna keep the wheel, but did some online sales. Online sales, we sold a Logitech this year. We're gonna put this up front because it needs to be packaged. It needs to be packaged in that power cable. I believe this is power cable. All right, I think I'm gonna call it there for the live though, because everything else is up front. I can't take the camera up front. Thanks everyone. Peace. Y'all stay blessed, and we'll see you on the next video.